Hello, hello, everyone. Hello, good evening, everyone. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. I had some issues with StreamYard here, so I want to make sure that everything is fine and dandy. If you can hear me, go ahead and type it in the chat. Right, type in a one in the chat if you can see me. Okay, I see me. I was making sure that I'm here on live. Okay, welcome everybody. Welcome, welcome. Today we're going to talk about the truth about passive income, reality versus the hype. Okay. All right. And so, did you know? I'm going to start with this a statistic here. Okay. Did you know that 60% of Americans say that they want to have passive income, but only 10% actually achieve passive income? Did you know that? Type in a three in the chat if you knew that. Type in a zero if you had no idea. For those of you who are just joining me, all right, the statistic is 60% of Americans, okay, are looking to have passive income, but only 10% of Americans actually achieve passive income. And so talk to me in the chat. What are some reasons why you want passive income? Okay. What are some reasons why you're looking for passive income? I want to hear in the chat, right? What are some reasons why someone would want passive income? Okay, talk to me in the chat. All right. There, for the most part, most people who I speak to, most people who want passive income, the reason why they want passive income is because they don't want to work. Okay. All right. I don't need you guys in the chat to even tell me. I already know one of the main reasons why everyone is looking for passive income is because they do not want to work. Okay. And so here's the thing. The internet did a very good job of selling you the idea of passive income without telling you the realities behind passive income. Okay. They tell you, oh, just put in your money, put in this amount of money, and then you're going to make the 30, 50, $60,000 in a few days, and you're going to be rich, and everything's going to be fine and dandy. When the reality is that's not exactly how passive income works. All right. And so today we're going to debunk some myths, all right? And we're going to talk about how to the reality of establishing passive income, all right? You guys ready? Type in a 7 in the chat if you're ready, okay? Someone wrote in the chat, I want passive income because I need something to generate income outside of what I already do, all right? So it sounds to me that you are looking for extra income, not necessarily passive income, right? Here's another myth. A lot of times people think that passive income requires no work. All right, I'm getting ahead of myself. That is a big lie. Anyone who tells you that passive income requires no work is lying to you. All right, is lying to you. And I'm here to tell you the truth. All right. Well, I got a little bit ahead of myself. We're going to get into why that is a lie, why it's going to require some sort of work. All right. So before I get into things, let me actually introduce myself. Some of you are new. I've seen some new faces. I go live every Monday, right? Around 6, 7, or 8. I haven't decided yet. I'm still kind of playing around with the time before I set a time, because once I say that I'm going live on this day at this time, I actually have to show up and show up and show up. So I need to make sure, right? So those of you who are new to watching my lives, right? My name is Katiana. I am a certified money coach, right? I have my master's in finance from Florida International University. And I'm also a licensed financial professional. I'm licensed in many, many states, including Texas, including Florida, including Maryland, all the places that I have clients, I am licensed. So if I get a new client in a new state, guess what? I will get my license there, right? And my vision and my mission is to demystify the language of money. Guys, money is its own language. Money is energy. Money is a physical representation of the energy of abundance. And so I'm here to teach you the language of money so that you can redirect your finances, redefine your finances in order to shift your entire financial trajectory. Okay? What does that look like? That looks like getting on a session with me or enrolling in one of my programs. I have a few courses that I'm working on by the end of the year, all right, that I'm going to be dropping soon, so stay tuned, right? What does that look like? Money, the finance world, especially the investing world, is complicated. It's overwhelming, right? There's so much information out there. This person's telling you passive income is the way. This person's telling you life insurance is the way. The other person's telling you stock market is the way. The other person's telling you Roth IRA versus 401k. There's so much noise out there. I'm here to give you the clarity around what it all means so that you're empowered to make your own decisions. Type in a 3 in the chat if that made sense, all right? So a lot of you, right? Some of you don't even know what I do. You just know I'm a certified money coach, but I don't know what this girl does, right? Does she help with investing? Does she help me with my money? I help you understand the language of money. No one teaches you the language of money. When you go to school, no one's teaching you how to make money. No one's teaching you about active income versus passive income. No one's talking to you about residual income. No one's talking to you about the bond market and the stock market. No one's talking to you about advanced wealth building strategies. No one's talking to you about international investments. No one's talking to you about how you can multiply your money. No one's talking to you about financial freedom. And so you have to be taught these concepts. You have to be taught the language of money. And that's what I'm here for. Okay, so let's get into it. I already gave you a statistic. I see some of you joining, all right? I started the live by saying that 60% of Americans want passive income, but only 10% actually achieve it. Why? Why do you think that is? Talk to me in the chat. I want to hear from you. Why do you think that 60% of Americans are striving for for passive income, but only 10% actually achieve it? If it's that easy, right? If it's that easy to just, throw some money at something or buy this one course or buy this one thing or invest in this one thing and get passive income, then why is it that only 10% of the people actually achieve passive income? Why? If it's that easy, then 60% should achieve it. So there must be a disconnection. Why do you think that is? Let's take a look here. All right. Someone says passive actions. That's right, Sarita. Hi, Sarita. Queen, we need to talk. All right. We talked at the beginning of the year. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if you reached your goals yet, right? So I want to check on you, see how you're doing, all right? That's the type of coach that I am. If you tell me you want something, I'm going to push you to go get it because I want to see you succeed. I want to see you thrive, okay? So I'm going to be that bitter tea, that te aso si, that's going to help you actually get better and heal and get to that next level. So let me know, Queen, how you're doing. Okay, Mika says because of the lies sold. That's right? I don't even need to go any deeper into this live. Just the statistic alone tells you that, all the internet marketers out there that are selling you this dream that passive income is this easy thing, and you better buy my course and you'll have passive income. You already know that there's something not adding up. The numbers, the math is not mathing, okay? And so let's get into defining passive income. Someone in the chat, talk to me. How do you define passive income? What is passive income? Talk to me in the chat. What is passive income? What do I mean when I say passive income? What does that even mean? What does passive income mean? All right. Yes, Sarita. Absolutely. Yes, let's talk. Absolutely. What does passive income mean? Let me write it in the chat. What does passive income mean? What is the meaning of passive income? Okay, so while you guys are in the chat, okay, I'm going to talk to you before I talk to you about passive income, right? Okay, what does passive income mean? Before I talk to you about passive income, I need to talk to you about its sister, its opposite, active income. All right, so somebody in the chat write active income. What is active income? Active income is income that you actively have to do something in order to earn it. I'm going to repeat that. Active income means that you have to do something. You have to show up. You have to do something. You have to make something. You have to take an action. That's why it's called active, right? So you're taking an action in order to earn money. Who can talk to me about some examples of active income in the chat? What are some examples of active income, right? Some examples are wages, right? Salaries. You actively have to show up. Dr. Sarita here, she is a physician, right? She actively has to show up at the hospital and care for patients in order to earn her wages, right? I'm a certified money coach. Well, I don't have to actively show up, but I choose to actively show up and teach you. When we decide to work together, right? If it's a good fit, you sign up for my programs, right? And I actively have to be on a Zoom or one-on-one or a workshop of some sort to deliver the information and the coaching that you signed up for. Type in a 5 in the chat if that made sense, okay? All right? So active income, you have to do something. Kat, what about if I created a product? What if I have this handmade bracelet here, right, from Maasai Village in Kenya, right? This was part of my first business. I'm actually reviving this business, so stay tuned for some of the jewelry. I always get compliments on my earrings and my jewelry and stuff because I used to have a jewelry business. That's why I got all the goods, okay? All right, so this was actively made by hand. Type in a 5 in the chat if you're with me, right? This was actively made by hand. If the person did not actively put the effort and the action to make it, they wouldn't be able to sell it. So this is active income. So some examples are wages, salaries, commissions, right? Sales. If you have any business where you physically have to sell a physical product or a service, you are actively working for the money. And so, Kat, what is passive income? Nobody answered in the chat, so I guess that's why you're all here, because you want to learn about passive income. As a matter of fact, the fact that no one answered my question, what is passive income? What is passive income? Tells me I need to have a whole live that defines passive income. I thought everyone knew what it was, right? I guess it just sounds nice. Passive income is having your money earn money for you. Write this in your notes, right? Passive income is having money earn money for you, where you do not actively need to do anything in order to earn this money. Okay, talk to me in the chat. What are some examples of passive income? Talk to me in the chat. What are some examples of passive income? Talk to me in the chat. What are some examples of passive income? All right. Who can tell me what are some examples of passive income? I'm going to give you one that everybody loves, right? Dividend investing. That is an example, right? One example. Okay. Someone said stock, all right? Question mark. So it means they're not sure if the answer. What do you guys think? Do you think that stocks are passive income? Talk to me in the chat. Okay. Right? Is a stock. So what is a stock? Someone, Tabitha said stock as well. What is a stock, right? A stock is ownership in a company, right? And so all I need to do is buy ownership. So when I own a stock in a company, do I need to show up to work? Talk to me in the chat. Yes or no? When I buy a stock, right, do I need to show up in that business? Can I just, passively earn the money, right? Tabitha Jean says, no, you do not. So yes, earning money through stocks, right? Not all stocks are created equal. Please don't go out there and just buy any stock and say, oh, Kat said stocks are passive income. I'm going to go buy this random stock that I have no idea what it is, but Kat said it's passive income. So I'm going to go buy this random stock. That's not what I'm saying. Not all stocks are created equal. So somebody write that in the chat. Not all stocks are created equal. Please do not go buy some random stock because Kat said that stocks earn you passive income. But yes, the answer is yes. You can earn. It is possible to earn passive income through stocks. Absolutely. You do the action once and it continues to multiply itself. Good job. Did you know that a lot of you are already investing in stocks? Type in a 7 in the chat if you have a 401k or a retirement plan from your job. Type in a 7 or if you've ever had a 401k or any retirement plan from any job in the past, type in a 7. If you have typed in a 7, or if you don't feel like typing a 7, but you want to type in a 7, then you have earned passive income, right? You don't need to monitor it, right? You could if you want to. right? A lot of my students get excited about their stock, so they love monitoring their stock, but it's absolutely not necessary, right? Once you do your due diligence, once you do it one time, right, you don't have to keep doing it again. All right, let's go over another example. What are some other examples? All right, everyone just wrote stock. Any other examples? Someone said, do not need to show up. Absolutely. Not all stocks are created equal. 7, right? Exactly. Talk to me in the chat. What are some other examples? What are some other examples of passive income? Talk to me in the chat. Do you guys think that real estate is passive income? Type in a 1 if you agree, type in a 0 if you don't. Is real estate considered passive income? Right? Oh, someone just wrote real estate. Okay. June said real estate. Okay. Do you guys agree? Someone said REITs, right? Now we're getting interesting. Now we're talking. We're getting into it. That's right, Marie. By the way, Marie was a student, all right? And I got your call, by the way, Marie. Today was super busy for me. So I'll get back to you, but we definitely need to catch up. Yes, right. Marie said REITs, okay? Mika says no, she does not agree that real estate. Here's the thing about real estate, right? I'm glad someone brought this up, okay? Real estate can be passive income, but it is not always passive income. Why? Talk to me in the chat. Why is it that real estate is not always passive income? Talk to me in the chat. Why is it that real estate is not always passive income? All right. Somebody said REITs. Absolutely. Right. Okay. The reason why, while you guys are typing, because it's already 6:18. I got to go. I have a class to teach at 6:30. Okay. All right. I haven't even gotten to the meat of the bones of everything. Okay. All right. Depends on the niche. I wish I could call on you like Zoom and have you unmute yourself and tell me what you mean by that. Absolutely. Facebook user. Right. Depends on the niche. Right. So for example, I have partnered with Black Girl Invest. I don't know if anybody has ever heard of Black Girl Invest. It is by Chelo. I forgot her last name, but she's a Haitian young lady just like me, and she started a group called Black Girl Invest. And her and I will be partnering on some projects in 2024 all the way to 2026. And one of the projects that she is working on, right, is to help us invest in real estate in Ghana. Right. So when she came to me and said, hey, Kat, I know you have a group of women that you're helping to invest. I'm doing this real estate trip where we go to Ghana and we have some fun. OK, but we also look at properties that we can invest in. And the properties start at around $100,000 US. And as soon as they're pre-built properties, by the way, right? Pre-construction. So pre-construction, right? You around $100,000. That's the average price, right? And all you need is $5,000 down to get started. So she's telling me all these beautiful things, all these beautiful opportunities, and I'm like, wait a minute, pump your brakes. First of all, Ghana is far, okay? I cannot imagine living in the U.S. and managing a property in Ghana. Are you guys still with me? I'm telling you a story here. Stay with me. It gets better, okay? Type in an 8 if you're with me. I want to make sure you guys didn't lose me. So I'm like, my girls, my women do not want hard work, all right? The reason why they work with me is because they want to make more money and work less. And so having them have a property in Ghana and having to fly back and forth. Could you imagine having to fly back and forth to Ghana to check on your property, right? To air, to vent the windows, to paint, to furnish it, to do make sure nobody's living in it, make sure nobody's stealing your stuff. That's a lot of work, right? That is not passive income, right? Type in an 8 in the chat. And so I told her, you know what? I'm going to pass on that. I'm going to look at real estate that's a little bit closer because I know it requires some sort of footwork. Well, Chelo told me, well, there is a property manager that will manage the property for you. They will manage the tenants, right? If you choose to do short-term leases to tourism workers or traveling nurses, traveling doctors, or even if you decide to Airbnb it, there is a property management company that will manage the entire project for you from start to finish, from pre-construction all the way until the home is finished, all the way until the home is leased out. Now it has become passive income. Type in a 9 in the chat if you're with me. Do you see how the real estate opportunity was not automatically passive income until we introduced the property management? Type in a 9 in the chat if that made sense, okay? All right, don't lose me here. All right. And so without the property management, right? Without the property manager, it is not passive income because you're the one who has to manage the property. If the fridge is broken, you got to go and fix it. If a kid draws crayons on the wall, you got to go and fix it. If the something in the house is not working, you got to go fix it. If someone punches a hole in the wall, you got to go fix it, unless you have a property manager. And so no, real estate is not automatically passive income unless you introduce property management. Type in a 9 if you're with me. Type in a 0 if I lost you. I only got 1 9, right? I hope I didn't lose you on that one. Okay. What are some other examples of passive income? Have you guys heard of royalties, right? Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, right? Mariah Carey. Think about, it's about that time, by the way. Mariah Carey, okay? Okay, I got a couple of 9s, right? So every Christmas, right? I don't want a lot for Christmas. That song, every time you hear it, Mariah Carey gets a check. Type in a 10 if you're with me, right? Every time you hear that Christmas album, Mariah Carey is getting a check. Every time you watch an episode of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Will Smith is getting a check. Anytime you watch any of Will Smith's stuff, Will Smith is getting a check. Even Michael Jackson's estate. Anytime you hear beat it, every time you hear that, Michael Jackson's trust is getting a check. This is true passive income. Now, I only gave 3 examples, okay? I only gave 3 examples. What do all of these examples have in common? Talk to me in the chat. What do all of these examples have in common? The real estate, the stocks, the royalties, right? Dividends, right? I didn't go into all of them. There's some more. Let me look at my notes, okay? An online course or a book of some sort, or painting, or some sort of art, right? Any type of art, right? Any type of even your YouTube channels, right? Getting that advertisement. You do that YouTube video and then you get paid for it over and over. What do they all have in common? They all started as active income. Write this in your notes. Passive income always starts with active income. You have to do something in order to turn it into passive income. Type in a 7 in the chat if that made sense. Type in a 0 if I lost you. Okay, I'm going to repeat that. In order for you to earn passive income, you must first start with active income. The stocks. How are you going to buy the stocks if you don't have money? You can't buy stocks without any money. So how do you make the money to be able to buy the stocks? You got to actively go make the money. Yes or no, right? In order for you to buy stock, you have to actively earn the money. You don't just magically buy stocks with no money. Where does the money come from? From doing something active. Same thing with dividend investing. In order to even have enough money to earn enough dividends for it to be passive income, right? You need to have money in the first place. The Mariah Carey, she had to initially sing that Christmas album. She had to initially create that Christmas album. Will Smith and Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, he had to originally film the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. The books, the Harry Potter books, right? J.K. Rowling had to actively write those Harry Potter books. Type in a 7 if you're picking up what I'm putting down. Do you guys understand that there is 0 passive income without active income? And so when a guru is telling you passive income, come buy my course, you're going to make money while you sleep. Come over here and make money while you sleep. That is a lie. It's a lie. You have to actively earn the money. You have to actively create the thing in order to turn it into something passive. So that leads me to the different myths around passive income, right? What are the different myths around passive income? Number 1, it's easy and requires 0 effort. Wrong. Even an ATM requires for you to buy the ATM and install it somewhere and do research. Where am I going to put the ATM? Where am I going to have foot traffic? You have to do all that research. You have to negotiate with the person. If you're going to put your ATM in someone's store or even in your own store, you have to open the store. You have to have a location. You have to put money in there. You have to monitor the cash in there. You have to have someone take the cash. That is not passive income. Don't let people fool you. Vending machines, that is not passive income. You actively have to go get the chips and actively put it in the vending machine. And you actively have to take the coins, right? Little work does not mean no work. Little work does not mean no work. If you have one vending machine, that's not a big deal. Okay, I'll replace the chips once a week. That's not a big deal. However, what happens if you have a whole route of vending machines? Unless you get a vending machine manager, right? You guys picking up what I'm putting down? The second myth, that passive income is get rich quick. I don't think I even need to go into details with you on that. There's nothing in this world that's get rich quick, right? Guys, there's no shortcut to sustainable wealth. I don't care how many gurus are in your ear online telling you that you can become a millionaire in 60 days, in 90 days, become a day trader and become a millionaire in 9 months. Absolutely not. Nobody becomes a millionaire overnight. And the ones that do are the ones who win some sort of lotto or some sort of prize and they become bankrupt 18 months later. Did you know that most lottery winners become bankrupt 18 months later? Okay. And so, no, it is not a get rich quick, but I don't need to spend too much time on that because I think everyone in here understands that there's no such thing as get rich quick. Okay. Number 3, it's always hands off. Wrong. Real estate is not hands off. It may become hands off when you have the money that you earned actively in order to hire a passive manager, but it is not hands off. We talked about that earlier, right? A vending machine is not hands off. Right? Even your stocks are not hands off. At some point, you have to monitor them. You don't need to monitor them every day, but you still need to monitor them. And you also need to earn the money to buy the stocks in the first place. And so it is not hands off, right? Even your money in your 401k, they're taking that money from your paycheck. And that paycheck is not hands off. You got to do something to earn that paycheck. Yes or no, right? Number 4, it requires little to no money to start. Wrong. Absolutely not. How are you going to buy real estate with no money? How are you going to buy a vending machine with no money? How are you going to buy an ATM with no money? How are you going to lend money to the government if you don't have money to lend? How are you going to do peer-to-peer lending if you don't have money to lend? How are you going to buy stocks if you don't have money to buy stocks? How are you going to buy stocks that pay dividends if you don't have money to buy stocks that pay dividend? And so when people are telling you it requires little to no money, that's a lie. Don't fall for it, okay? And the last one is that passive income equals financial freedom. Woo, this one hurt. This one hurt, guys. This one hurt big time because a lot of you think that in order to be financially free, that all you need is passive income, all right? Not all passive income is created equal. Guys, if something is earning you $20,000 a year in passive income, is that enough for you to be financially free? Talk to me in the chat. If someone is offering you, if something is earning you $20,000 a year in passive income, is that enough for you to be financially free? Absolutely not. If something is earning you an extra $500 a month passively, is that enough for you to be financially free? Absolutely not. And so passive income does not automatically mean that you're financially free. How much passive income is what's going to determine if you're going to be free. And so I'm going to do a part 2 on this because I realized that when I asked everyone define passive income, no one answered me. So that means we need to go back to the basics. We need to define the different types of income. So we're going to talk about that in our next live. All right, guys, I'm 1 minute late for my next class. It was a pleasure. If you have questions, go ahead and type them in the chat, okay? And those of you who are ready, to have more of these conversations, right? The reason why you're so overwhelmed by all this information out there is because you're getting blanket advice on the internet, right? You're getting blanket advice on the internet, and there is no one size fits all in finance. And so that's why I'm adamant about you all getting on the phone with me to do your free financial audit, because not everyone's finances are the same. Some of you are not ready for passive income. Some of you are. I had a client of mine who had her pool, right? She wanted to rent out her pool. She rented out her pool this summer and was able to make $48,000 this summer, okay? That was not passive income. She actively had to clean her pool. She had to get the pool ready. She had to, make sure that everybody was taken care of. She had to make sure that they were safe, that they had food to eat, drinks. She had to be there and give her hospitality, but she was able to make $48,000 in the summer. And guess what? Now that she was able to make that $48,000, she was able to put that into her stocks. And now it becomes passive income. Some of you need that step. You need that step before the passive income. And that's why it's adamant that you speak to a financial professional. It doesn't need to be me, right? Sometimes it's not going to be me because I'm not a good fit for everybody. And everyone's not a good fit for me, right? But I encourage you to speak to someone. When you're doing a financial audit, you pay $0. Nobody's going to charge you for a financial audit. No one in the industry charges you for this, all right? And so if you want to take control of your finances, it starts by taking action. And it's not, I'll get to it later, because later it won't be available to you, okay? And so go ahead and click on the link, book your free financial strategy session. We're going to talk about where you are right now financially, where do you want to be, and we're going to bridge the gap for you, okay? And if it makes sense for us to do it together, we will. If it doesn't make sense, then at least you have clarity, you have confidence, you have a plan, all right? Any questions, anyone? Any questions? All right, guys, I'm 3 minutes late for my class. I gotta go. See you later. Bye-bye. If you have questions, type them in the chat. I will answer them later, okay? Bye-bye, everyone. Bye.